So you are watching the Quest of Akebulan. We are still in the central region from Cape Coast, Elmina, and now we are in or at the KAKUM park and KAKUM forest. You know what we do here? We project African beauty and African spirituality, the natural resource. I want and no, and I catch you no more what blue so say. So we be fear baby baby or be to me akosra honomo. Niama ye pride and niama ye wo as a bibi mine and only ye done a D we say so my name is always Maame Grace, the goddess, all the pride of your ancestors. I welcome you to another great episode. Inti ya KAKUM forest and the any baby no one. Inti ono no hosti ye ha. Inti obe chia mo no wada no ho edi acho no wa catch and dia e wa ha na ebehu ene na ebesi na mankrakra bia akwaba biom e de ba the biggest and the largest spiritual platform. Ye esumini aba mo akwaba kese pa. Okay, we are seeing na show. Enti chia we are seeing na bo udi introduce wo che na kire yen baby aye we ne e wa ha ne how it came about ni ne ma ye behu baby aye ekwe.
Okay, me mamu nyina akwaba. To the KAKUM National Park. Within the SNM Gota. Pashomina meya mu tour guide. Me de mu befa forest ni mu. Acheche mu nioma ewo forest ni mu. Abakwa sam kakra ewo forest ni mu. Any canopy walk we ne kakoye. Ni mpa ate ho asem ate afa na nyina no. Aha ena yewo ewo the KAKUM National Park. Nti right inside wa ni aka nyina so meka mama so ate.
Yo, and the way they tietia obeka mo so ate nti the journey continues, keep watching. Abusia, we hear the way makuma ebo a. Na we hear the way amanimu nyina ya. Obehu se ba ize bani. Mala bobu yolo. Enye enough from kra. KAKUM National Park and our forest. Ehona na ewe. Ya climbing the first step. Ya bejina na me hu me say twish. Ohun donti. You are watching the Quest of Akebulan. We are going to take the history, how this forest actually came about, and everything that we are going to see in the forest. I will do this for you guys. You remember the bat you cave, baby, I'm cool Brian, and okay, King Tampo waterfalls, Mokai, me far we know so. We are going to do it again. We have the power to do it. So let's hear from the lady how this whole place came about, what we are going to see, what we are going to go through. We will go through for you as you are home, abroad, Ghana, everywhere. Watch it and let your children know what we have in Ghana. I welcome you to the Quest. I am always the pride of your ancestors. Yes, so my sister, tell us, what is it about this place? What do you do here?
Okay.
What are we going to see here? A human score? What are we going to see here? Tell us everything about this place.
All right. You're welcome once again to the National Park. But we've actually entered the forest now. And where we are, all the way from where the ticket was checked throughout to this place. And I think we have about 20 more steps to finish up climbing. And we call all this place a secondary forest. Now we are wondering how come a whole forest like this, we are only calling this part the secondary forest. In 1931, in 1931, just in 1931, a church crowd, they are woman. 1931, and na you can't get one a walk park and on. Omunina, omoba. Aha, and omubedofu. No moba no bedofu na, and a won't become one so no welcome one. I won't be turned to be a day. As a firewood in Akoton, the Ashrefi, a hanging, almost sorry, and the money in a hand. But when going forward, about them who say, would you try and Diano? And so Mundia. Now, would you try and Diano? Near see a walk quiet no buying. Now, would you try and Diano? That won't be for fraud, dear. And it is a Upasa will go if one. You want to destroy the forest. And to enable them not to destroy the forest, the head of these communities. Africa hano. Yenim say heads na mo ha nyina for communities no chiefs ahemfo. Nso mo class ahemfo ne bra. Yentena ho ne yen kpasa pesemu adan na omu twetwa ndua na mo ye do mo ndua. Nya ye ne ya so mo ya asa ndua no ikro ne we forest nti sa dia ye ma omu njai forest mu ba. Na obi a ye wo no aha na oba bedofu. Ye wo no aha na otwetwa ndua odidi onko hospital ya no benya dua bi twetwa kono a oyo okay. Na ofiti wo prekwa wo se ba ne mbabiem. Anya adwuma sa. So therefore penifo no be kan no ibe mu gitu ibe mu so anje antum e na omo ka reasons a me di me ya na mo so e maaye sabia nipa nti omo kan no mo so omo gina so pem e na mo kwa ka cha ban ne se nya ye di em say se ye pa bibia de e compensate omo so on this call be hospital nti obetwa andua no kono ano and ye si hospital kakra mo omo na ye si school kakra mo omo nti nyema kaka be boa omo na ye wi so ye hwe skill ben and I said there na ebetimi ama omo esua ebe ma omo aton enyi sika because at the end of the day sika nti na omo ni nti na omo ba forest ni mu na wo sika okoto dua ba wo for a marketer so buy forest ni betwa nka so obedo efu aside so ya akoto no on be so be kakra abo na ebusua nti going forward na ebusua no hu so okay and the aban se side and the ye koka chere no so nyame adom aban ne gitu mu se ndie eye se be ma omo skill na yesisi hospital kakra yesisi school kakra ya ma omo boreholes omo betumi ehia nsuo enye so omo kwa akoto nsuo bebia sa enti going for nyame ya adom e no mbe ye ma omo e no mo pesi kakra ma omo mpese omo as jetre right omo betumi start bibi omo nkasa aton bibi enya ho mfaso e de abo ebusia no ntaye sa na nyame ya adom omo gitu mu to omo gitu mu no e no omo ye omo aje na ye mba forest ni bio say nti na ye ba forest na samo sema ma ye mba na wo be ma ye sika na mba ma sa na mo we nyina na de ahya na mu dia na ye mba but ye nipa ibi mu aso odin we ya omo den a omo ba enti forest commission no omo say ya mpenkofo nsisi forest ni mu ant na forest ma protect park na and then ye koso de ye den a omo beje nso mbeba nti yes ano and now forest commission setting up committee ye from law enforcement team na law enforcement team no e bra omo boni say omo bo ahaban omo protect park no se na be ya obi enrom yen yapon ko no no nrom ahomache enyibira obi ania omo bekum bo ne bia no mo twetwa ndua ne bi enkoton and destroy forest because the person protected forest no this part of the forest ni na secondary enti na hu say ndua na ewom no en hyedan soso esusa nkete but ye wura be canopy ni wana eho na ye primary forest which is the main forest sense friend the virgin forest enti eho no ye be hu say ri ho ndua no esoso ewowa ye kasa abakwasam ndua kase eho na ebe hu enti ayesa no in 1992 na ha no official ebe national park national park no and ebe friend protected park and I just wo ba ha untumi mfa hwe me ami adwuma wa akra mentumi ntwadua wa mentumi mfa bibia na ne say maba ha mabehwe mani so ade e de memories free ha akọ ene ma bebre wo ha ye fe but wo kọ de a untumi mfa akọ ofisa wo de kọ besu me ba me de kọ bisu ba na de kọ a obi ba yenye bi mfa nkyere no enti apakosam kakra wo ha no ye kọ yenim no na ye sia ne aka no
okay ye kọ yenim ne ye besua de aka no na ye pese ye hu apart from nua kese na ye behu wo ho ne forest no e den biom ne ye behu ye expect so that ye be prepare ye hu
okay enti say na make earlier no say going forward no there were two more stopping points I be main presentation but ni beka say I say na just a tip of the iceberg enti ye cost ro kakra na ene afi ne aka wo forest ma ebese ni nyina ene mboa e wa ha ne ade nyina ne se na be hu omu ade enti ne ye hu omu at this time ni nyina ebesua wo ho nti ye wi a na ya ka canopy de na dia
agba we nye sikaduro ne ye beji na ya ka se ye bi wi ansa waka de aka no
nti
bobo men card history ni just tell us say ye kwa ebehu anoma bi a ne se 5 akokọ a o futi you know those things
okay.
I ginger ye ho
oh okay fine ye ko ye nim kakra emboa wa ha but kwenta me kasa ne say aha ye forest and a forest and it's a savanna zone a wo kwa obehu say emboa no omo wo ho a wutumi kwa be omo the say monkey say wutumi to banana na wa mani bi ne wo picture ba ha no forest setting no omo ni particular place a wo kwa akotena omo ja na say obehu omo
nti ye lucky a obeshi
omo
nti anya lucky a
yeah we lucky obeshi omo wan ya lucky a won shia omo and ye wo leopard e wa ha ye wo forest elephant e wa ha ye wo pangolins e wa ha ye wo snakes ye wo birds ye wo tiger e wa ha but ne wo mu ne say na me kan no embo no hu omo because omo ye ka say hu omo a abrofo me ka say omo ye nocturnal nocturnal just omo ba bontin
at their
own time in the evening most of them no
omo ba po omo amachi a kwa first Bible story
nti most of time say activities e cost forest na because makasa say they have been hunting before near identity those noise actually drives them away. If I just say it,
okay, Europe and Kobeba or Bejibrodo.
There be I had a
one qua to Africa, Kraman or Europe, Kraman or Gritty.
And I'm rapping now, then so that bear won't have much because your time. Ain't you know, the sunny was not Mekayano. You be more and a joke. But Obi I can no, I'm not just some person. One bomb by one time. Into your tour guide, send a me and data, you almost almost quite that anajo. Into your tree house. Tree house in a dua and a diabo structure. Patron Nantis a hotel. Air condition be being a puppet and a woho. I had no yet, you say, educated people about nature. Into your baby, I had no reference in my any lights, and I drove by the cry, wouldn't like soon kabu. Aye, some kabu. But your torture, a be a conati forest in one ajua. Your boy you said directly. At Quinty, you see lights and they say, lights no, tree house near saw lights. A whole now bright camera. And one of our lights and money direction sending power. It's a win of about. I bet you worry. And see, ever say prevented sound your money into you see torture. Forest today, a typical forest. Into so we use light. Into torture just to guide you some more or and I do not. And never guide them one would bed, the mobile, and take a can't cash and bear. But before that, the type of war person would they tour guiding and a becassa. When a casa. That's at that time frame you be who obema why away. Who so cause oh at this time nine that wa by and I do a case ye kwa na jo hiking na. And the way you say no be okay and person me who and then more draw program for the night. So we had night hiking and so better tree house so no more draw program for the night. So we draw program now. And they won't obey decided so me person be kwa nyimbre sumu kra be 10 11 if you start time and morning be 20 person or if you are in Panama, me pan up 5 to 6. And to one or better time or person or hiking. Not tour guide no or no after forest in a church or son you are. It comes with breakfast. It's a wood you are dining car or the charm more biani. And so we are not person activity for become one. And obey we are now with your car. And no, it's a bit about it.
I would say, no, you're quite. You're quite so you're quite for. Someone who me video ni ma me voice over why. Na omo akotwa aba. Mimi hu aboa de a like me I want to see animals. Se boss e mimi. Na me ne na kasa se mi hu de a ne ko be me the journey continues.
Finally here into the forest where it separates where they are standing actually ends the secondary forest. Now where we are with the line drawn in between, we call it the boundary line. It's a boundary line because it separates the main forest, which is the primary forest, from the secondary forest where we earlier had the presentation. And as I told you earlier, the tree house is there for those who want to have an adventure, who want to stay in the forest, have a little more experience about the night hiking. And that is what we spoke about earlier. And secondly, we have other activities, that is the bird watching. Now the bird watching is done here early in the morning from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. This is the time that the birds actually settles on the canopy bridges. And they're so beautiful to be seen, different species of them. And aside the bird watching, we have the canopy walkway, which we'll be doing in less than 10 minutes. The canopy walkway was constructed in 1994 by 2 artisans that are Canadians. And this was supported by 6 Ghanaians. And yes, the Ghanaians are the native of the communities that I spoke about earlier. And God being so good, we still have one of the team leaders with us. And this man is leading the maintenance team over here at the KAKUM National Park. Now, when they constructed, they started with 7 bridges. Most of the times, what happens is that when clients come in here, they're not able to finish the 7 bridges. So that is when initially you can see a lot of people on the internet screaming and shouting because they are frightened. But it's just an excitement that the bridge actually happens. It enables them to, because it swings. These are suspending bridges. And we all know that anything suspending is not firm. So therefore, when you walk on it, it wobbles a bit or it shakes a bit. And these are done with ropes, with iron rods, with leather. And the leather, we all know that natural leather has spaces in between. So we have a wooden structure that has actually covered the top of it. And then all lined up to an iron rod before all tied up to the trees. So when we talk about the safety of the bridge, it's really safe. So 6 months was used in constructing it. After the 6 months, they left because of course they will not be here all the time to maintain it. And God being good, because we had 6 more Ghanaians doing the construction with them, they have been here and been doing the maintenance almost every 6 months. But at times we have emergencies, and when we talk about emergencies, most times we have kids coming here when they are going on vacation or they are going on meetings. And we know you can expect anything when it comes to kids. Yes, so they're always on standby when we have a larger crowd. Even sometimes when you have a lesser crowd, you still have the maintenance team around to support or help those who think they can't finish it. Sometimes they want to challenge themselves and do the long one, but they end up not finishing. So at this point, the maintenance team come in to help them to finish the bridges.
How would they help them? Carry them?
They don't carry them. Now, it's a state of the mind. When you're working on something like this, it's a state of the mind.
So encouragement.
So he will be encouraging you whilst walking on the same bridge with you, a step at a time. So probably he'll be holding you, or he wouldn't touch you. But
you know you have a company.
Yes, you know you have a company to encourage you to finish the bridge.
What company?
Oh, the vehicle. So going forward, that is what happens. But the height from the ground is 11 meters to 40 meters. So that should tell you that as you are moving forward, the height from the ground is actually increasing. So you settle on top of the trees. Now, realize that before you start the 7 bridges, there is one main bridge that you have to walk on. Now, when you walk on this main bridge, it's going to determine if you can do the long one or you can do the short one. This is because going forward, we realized that we still needed to add an extra bridge because people still couldn't finish the long one and it was becoming a problem. So we're being informed severally, and the team decided to construct a new bridge. Since the team are now Ghanaian, so we have the main leader who is still with us, who actually construct new bridges. So they did an extra 2. And this extra 2 meaning that after the main one, you still have 1 more to do. So if you can't do all the 7, it doesn't mean you have to finish all the 7. You can just do 1, which we call the chicken out. And then
chicken out?
Yes, chicken out.
Chicken out.
7. So you, so you do the 7 or you do the 3. You do the 2. And it's all based on after taking the first bridge, whatever or however way you feel, and you think, I know I can do this, you can just start and then go on with the 7th one. But going on the first one, you realize that regardless of whatever we say, you still cannot do it. You just do the chicken out, which is a short one.
At least why you be?
Yes. At least it's the same experience you actually feel, Yes. But the difference between the 2 is that you have a lot more beautiful nature when it comes to the longer one. Because that is where you see the trees and everything that we spoke about. But the short one just a pass by that to just lead you to walk out. Yes, so that is a bit more about it.
Okay, so keep watching. Who does it belong to? The government?
Okay, so it belongs to 2 people.
Okay.
Now we have the privates and then the government.
Okay.
The private takes care of the facilities. So you realize when you're entering, I don't know, they charge 5 cedis for each person. We have people coming in and they don't come for the canopy. They just want to go to the exhibition center, they want to go to the children's park or the restaurant. So these 5 cedis that is taken from them enables them to help in the maintenance, even if you don't do the canopy. Before, if you want to do any activity,
you pay for
come
that
and pay
one
for
too.
it. Yes, so that is a bit about it.
Okay, so government and private.
then the private,
The
yes.
private is the private Ghanaian.
Yes, they are Ghanaians.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
They are called the Ghana Heritage Conservation Trust.
Okay.
Yes.
So keep watching. Any disaster is you had like most started some
Your operation.
Your operation wahana and Crawford started some bahano any operation BAC wahada.
Funny enough, there haven't been any operation, any disaster. I think the minor ones we have is I don't know whether you realize we have signposts of no running or whilst climbing. Yes, over there. When they are done with it, they end up running when getting down to the other side of the park. I think that's the only thing. The main other one is when the students come, their anxiety. Sometimes some of them pass out.
And they say
even
some
before they
vomit.
start. Yes, before they even start. When it happens like that, we don't even allow you to take it. Yes, so we mostly alert you that if you think that you still need to do with someone, that is why we are there as tour guide. You tell us and then we'll take that particular bridge with you. You don't have to go with your friends or try to do it alone. Yeah, so those are the cautions we give. But most times, it's either they pass out the kids or they're some of them want to overcome their fears, so they try to do the short one, even though they think it's still frightening to them. Yes. But aside that, we don't really have any. Well, there hasn't been anything like that.
Me buy and my happy say Nkwalano. More.
Oh, they do.
Apart from connecting with the universe, they also know that they also know how important it is to keep this natural resource.
Yes.
But Ghana for paying for you buy some foreigners. But it seems they know the value of these things in waha. And pennyfo e Ghana nye me can pennyfo not the leaders like I mean mature people now work Ghana ha ebinum take the tour to come and visit this place and now they just don't care.
They do. As in the domestic tourism, as in comfort or not if you're in the family. Oh yes, they do. Most times they come on Sundays. They come on Sunday after church. They come with their families. Sometimes when it happens like that and realize that you're an aged person, we don't allow you to go with a group. We get you a tour guide who will take his time and walk with you. So you get to the place.
Okay, almost be walk here. Almost the benefits. Almost the reason to almost the be walking in the forest.
Fine. First of all, it be more there. Almost a canopy. So they just want to have a feel of how it is when you walk on it. If you saw who internet so. If you saw or person or exercise kakra, what is a people be or how before cancer we do canopy no. So these things actually push them to come. But these who are the grandchildren, a person moba, into also they have so abba person.
Oh, okay. Enti, nkrofo na omo ba ha. Omo be hwa ha ne fe ene de akeke ka ho no. Wo ye adwuma wa ha. Wo so wo adwuma na wo ye wa ha no. Wo ba ha apart from canopy ne fe se ne nka wahu. Ene adwuma wo ye a ye betua wo ka. Getting into this forest day in and day out. Do you think there are any benefits? Ufo say emfaso bi wo ho ma wo. Apart from say we climb there, we exercise now.
Oh, okay.
Walking through these trees and looking at all the leaves, smelling them and everything. We feel say emfaso fufuro bi wo homa. Apart from ejuma wo ye. Any exercise wo ye.
Okay. Medase. So what kind of emfaso there? Aside me ejuma no. Who meeting new people all the time. you get to understand people. Obi wo ho a senia yeah oba Ghana ha say ya forest no yeah feature kokra bi wo ho. So we don't really value, some of them don't really value it like that. When I say oh me koko echi me fie
maybe akra me
ko efom, so it's not a new thing. But other people who other countries neba, they really appreciate it. You can be marveled at how somebody can just stand there and just be watching a particular tree. And like, now they will say, it's a midnight tree. And I said, I find the person outside. It's beautiful to see how people admire nature. It's a man who wunya adwefo fro. Even if they be a woman try now, wunya adwefo fro. Hey, bibi wom. Obo say what is say? Me person me kwahwe na wo de na ko. Hey sir, like neni age. Wa ba na re neni hu keke neni age. And neni just say ma wo na wo de ne koye no so. And you get to me be some, even more to me are very open. So they're able to explain to you, oh, the reason why I came, probably I'm a doctor and I read about this. So I know I learned I can find these things at the KAKUM National Park. And when they come, they see them, they find them, and they're so excited about, oh, okay. So it's not about reading them in the books, they see them physically. And it makes you happy to know that you've actually achieved something to help someone to...
Have you walked all by yourself in this forest before? Alone?
Alone? No, I haven't.
You haven't?
I haven't.
You always walk with people.
But
those who work here, especially those in the night and all that, have they experienced anything weird that they will be like, I'm past spirits room? Oh. Have you heard anything like that?
Okay, if it's about spirits, yeah, we are Africans. The truth is that there are spirits. If there it be a spiritual, if in Bubakra be the my spirit baby. It depends on how you perceive it. But yes, me buy me who be by my TV. Your colleagues workers in the boa, omu penny for. Say be two be mo. Omu pay for no ni dropa. And we who near muscle. Entire muke be train. Your quiet who near me be a omu to me train. Oh, we you couldn't who way of first more. And yes, see. Now, Ubisa, neighbor, watch us say any. Into San Wona who lead it on our corner. Maybe a tourist on who say bibitra, but won't because you've been educated about it, you make sure say, won't that, yes,
but don't can't say any there. Someone can't be saying anything there, saying your castle. Yeah, why didn't you?
Why the original?
Say anything, just
okay, so let me use one thing. So, for instance, people have the perception, so forest today are dwarfs war. And the forest dwarfs war. Your call for Nibia or Mike's encounter be. I encounter be. That's in dwarfs are Jirano. Da. Our forest in and I don't know on the face on forest. But at the end of the day, that is what happened.
You trying to
oh, said Omonomuja and emergency almost send a team in and then they came to find him. And I learned some check a cancel. But that is to let us know so Bibi will
so when you talk about these things and you add these unseen entities, now the people know that and yes, but there are other entities who can help one or other way around. So you add this thing to it. What you yourself, what do you believe in? Are you a Christian?
I'm a Christian.
So in the name of Jesus. So have you seen any angel in the forest?
Oh no, I haven't seen any angels and I've not seen any spirit,
nobody has
spirits or anything.
Okay.
But
yours is in the church.
Yes, mine is in the church. But with this one, it's actually one of our leaders that actually told us about. We came to hear it, and he went through it. I am the training pool, and it is all no forest in Mupa. And that's obia only forest in only so.
And come for strangers and come back for boa.
Now
to me,
no
back to me. Hole amount. Now we see now.
No, Korea. I say, it's not. I am the training, but
I'm to me the brain. I share it. Please. Yeah, the sound of the very keep watching the journey continuously. Call canopy no. Until they say there was the virgin forest where we are standing right now. Keep watching. Yo abusia enti no ya ba bedru ba bia ya be start say ya frosro enti no ye bedru ha no wahu ye hu do nti madam ye ono ye nami o mama maintenance team edru ho mo behwe bibia jejeje. This is how much they love us. Omo behwe jejeje yes the goddess will fall off and then yawa enti no introduce you omo na omo wevi me people no yeah appreciate you omo what they are doing here, maintaining the canopies for people and for me myself.
Okay, so we have the maintenance team here, and they are in the person of Mr. Francis. Mr. Francis, can you give us a wave? Okay, then we have Brother Abraham. You also call him Abi over here. And we have Brother Daniel, and then Brother Isaac, and then Brother Kofi. That is the name everybody calls him here. So that is how you can easily locate him here. He's Brother Kofi. So you are welcome once again. We are just about to start the canopy walk, and just stay and enjoy.
Keep watching, the journey continues. A biom a sort of motor war. No more busy.
Finally, we are done with the canopy. We all know that the trees that are the exit and the entrance of the canopy is very important. So right now we are at the exit point of the canopy, and we're going to talk a little bit about the two trees over here, two strong woods that are supporting the canopy. Now the first one, in our local dialect, we call it kusibiri. Kusibiri. Uba ya kasemwa, a friend kusibiri. But uba brofo kasemwa, my friend the black ebony tree. Black ebony tree. Ijewe aye dim papa. Omo de ye nkonja. Omo de ye indua hu ne manaso. Ukwa asori a pianos na omo bobo wa asori dem. Un say black and white bi. Black na ewo mu no. Ijewe mu e na omo de ye. Aside that na ha ne wo ba ye friend of elephant comb. Ye friend elephant comb. Elephant comb if we say ya ka say wo elephant e wa ha. Se pesi hu omo height na e wo forest na. Omo keka omo a na omo de omo twitwi no. Idua no eho ye rough. Enti omo de omo twitwi a bebi anwi ni ka no. Ene na ma ye hu say okay e wa to this length. Enti no ye fa no elephant comb so oba forest ni mo. E dua eho ye de mpa e support canopy no e wa exit. Ba ye nim say exit no nipa no wie canopy na ni genti na ne ye fi no ohwihwi. Ni ade enti no e say wo double dua no. Enti na ye wo another one e was so ye fa no red iron wood. Red iron wood no eno so omo de ye timber works a ye dua no so e den pa na aside that no obi yare migraine asaniti half ye ne ya so wutwa bi no a na wapunu eno so etumi ehili Nti ndua me anyway two strong woods are you supporting exiting. I am a canopy emu yede. In so one antes so na un say was so one tinto. Indiano, it a people bebre. So na be emu ba yedin. Ah obia enti ento. Timpacho man.
Yo, thank you so much. Now what on there was apart from we oton adio. I don't know what on.
Me ton beats, me a beats in Wedjuma.
Into social
media handle @esgot ventures _ esgot beats
say spell and
esgot ESGOT _ now the VENTURES which is ventures now with the account esgot ventures beats and no enemy handle Facebook over Instagram esgotgh and no beats now we our program engagement beats ho. So, we have drinks so I'm passionate local drinks.
Okay.
Events and then esgot _ bar. Yeah, local drinks in Kwan and a food juice so near people can't you pay amount. The number is 0242 756924. 0242 756924. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much
for this opportunity.
No dey enko ni na odi why any business. Mon friend no fa so bolo.
Pacho so bolo bibia. Sorry darling. So bolo bibia la moji bokina bibia.
E wo jeje. Mon contact no Central Region. Mon contact no. Na mun to be. Thank you so much for watching the quest. The journey continues. We have to take our way out to our car and I say we have to exit the forest and yes are there. Elephant ni be combine ho dey and oni Elijah. Yo abusia enti no the tour na ye ba wo KAKUM park na KAKUM forest no ye dey aba ne end enti no ye be ma yes sister aka kire yen forest no ne tetrete ene ne kakraka na afa wehu ade ayewo e wo Ghana na afa ye ne wu awiewie na kire say the journey will continue.
Okay. Enti park no from baby ejine ewremu ko bebe e ko ye nyina 375 kilometers square. Esopa na so me catch am say wo emboa ewa ha. E wo bebi amboa ne wo. Ene e wo bebi a canopy ne so ewo. Nti canopy ne bebi ewo no na ye koye ne hu say ho ne hyedan so bia sa but uja hu say we hu mboa so efi say ho no so. Na e ka se e nanti forest ni na e hu bebi amboa no wo de ne nyampon ye. Nti no size no 375 kilometers square. So we need there and there and no da ho no and na canopy walkway no so the length I the connected no bridge back could be 350 meters square 350 meters square it's an bridge no
yo ya da se bebrebe nti ya sister no ton so bolo ni bibia mun kwana mun ko to bi na mfanya mu wedding mu am Central Region na Revelations fans mun ko di ni jana onya sika. So thank you so much for watching the quest. We have this in Ghana until ni nkola ne ba wa Accra mun bra ni say na ni nkola na ba be fem na mu abe clean mu ores na mu mama mu vibrations mu abe connect with nature. Why? Thank you so much for watching. Here the beauty na ye project. My name is always Maame Grace. Thanks for watching the Quest of Akebulan. The journey continues.